Hi there and welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make this air fryer Mongolian beef. You can actually make this gluten-free as well if that's needed. You will only need a few ingredients to get going with this recipe. You're going to need 1 pound of flank steak, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, a tablespoon of minced garlic, and then 1/2 cup of gluten-free or regular soy sauce, along with 1/2 cup of water, 3/4 cup brown sugar packed, and then you can serve it with cooked rice, green beans, or green onions. Now you can use a little bit larger flank steak if needed. You'll have enough sauce to be able to use a little larger one. Mine normally end up being about 1.5 pounds. So right here we're going to start by cutting the steak. Now you're going to slice it thinly against the grain. You do want to make sure it's against the grain, not along the grain. This makes it easier to eat and chew. It's going to fall apart easily whenever you're chewing it. So we're just going to go ahead and cut that into thin strips, and then I'm going to place it into a bowl because the next step will be coating it with the cornstarch. So after I get this sliced, I'll go ahead and place that right into the bowl. And right there you can see I'm trying to do it in small, thin strips. That way we have plenty and it's much easier to chew. So now I've got it in the bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and coat it evenly with that cornstarch. I like to start with a smaller amount and then add in as I go because I'm going to keep stirring it until it's nice and coated. So as you can see here, that's what I'm trying to do, is get this all stirred up and nicely coated. So now I'm adding a little bit more. So you're going to start with the amount listed in the ingredients, and then you may need a little bit more if you have more or less steak than what the pound is listed on the ingredient list. So I am going to get that fully coated, and it takes a little bit. You got to stir it up a little bit. And then I'm going to put it in the basket of the air fryer, or you can do this in the Ninja Foodi. And I'm going to cook it at 390 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 to 20 minutes until you get to the desired doneness. Now coat this well with cooking oil spray. I usually use grapeseed oil spray. So while that's cooking, you can go ahead and combine your oil, ginger, garlic, soy sauce, water, and brown sugar in a medium saucepan and just bring that to a really low boil. So I'm going to go ahead and whisk it. So I'm having issues getting that brown sugar in. But once I get that in there, I'm going to whisk it and then just let that sugar dissolve and get to a nice low boil. Once it's at that low boil, you can go ahead and remove it from the heat and pour it into another bowl if you prefer. We're going to be soaking the meat in the sauce. So if it'll fit in your saucepan, the meat will, then you can keep it all in the saucepan. If you need to, though, you can move it to another bowl as well. And if you are using a Ninja Foodi, you can do the sauce in the Ninja Foodi after the meat is done using the saute function as well. So as you can see now, my steak was cooked. It took about 12 minutes, so it usually ranges from 10 to 20 minutes depending on the heat your air fryer puts off. And then I'm going to soak it in the sauce. So I'm soaking that in the sauce. And once it's totally done, I'm going to serve it with the cooked rice and green beans, as you can see here. So whenever you soak it, you want to go ahead and rinse, let it drip off, and then you can place it in your bowl of cooked goods, cooked rice and green beans. Sorry, I forgot the name. So once that's done, you can see we serve it here with the cooked rice, the green beans, and the green onions. So you can go ahead and serve it with all of those. And you have a delicious takeout recipe right at home. It's very easy to make and without all of the oil as well. So be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you don't miss the next recipe video. And as always, you can find this recipe and more over on mommyhatescooking.com and airfryerfanatics.com. Thank you so much for tuning in today.